So again, once I secure this lock, my inside knee's here, I lift underneath his neck, armpit, push up position, I pull him up, my hips down low so he doesn't roll me through. Now, let her see I can punch this lock in. But before I start squeezing really, really tight, I need to make sure that I'm gonna level change and get my shoulder above the lock. So right now, I'm not squeezing Mark too tight yet, but I do wanna make sure my lock is in that sweet spot. And right now, I know that it is. On that left side, where his ribs go to the stomach, but I'm not squeezing too hard yet. Now from here, just like you level change for double leg, high crotch, or single leg, notice what I'm gonna do. I drop back, I level change. It's like I'm about to shoot. I level change. Now when I'm about to level change, I'm gonna come off my knees and I'm gonna explode my shoulder right above the lock. I'm gonna rear my knee up, and I'm gonna pound it underneath his hip. So again, level change, I'm gonna come off my knee, put my shoulder right above the lock, and I rear my outside knee up like a shovel, put underneath his hip, and I pound it underneath. And when I do that, notice that knee again becomes like a shovel. I rear it up, I pound it underneath his hips, where it's like his hips are a mound of dirt. This knee, this shovel is underneath his hips. Now this allows me now to use my knee like a ramp. And I'm gonna shrug, pull his hips onto my hips so I can use my hips to do this move. Most people think gut wrenches are done with your arms. A big part of the gut, most of the gut wrench is actually done from your core, from your trunk, from your hips. Shrug his weight up and use my knee now, and my quad becomes like a ramp. I want to shrug him up the ramp and pull his hips into my hips. And once they're loaded, now I can use my core for this gut wrench. I can use my legs, my hips to explode him. But I can't explode him unless I understand this next transition. I'm gonna do this without Mark right now so you can see this. So once I pound the knee, I shrug and have him loaded up, notice how bent my legs are. My legs are coiled, again like a snake coils to strike. My legs are bent, and now I'm gonna step out. And look how my heels are dug into the mat and my legs are bent as much as I can right now to create this power. So deep pounds, I'm gonna step out, my legs are bent. Now he's loaded, now I can explode my opponent through this. Here, level change. Now I'm creating acceleration here, rear him up here. Now notice, this is where I step out. Now from here I can start driving and use my hips to pop the scotch. What happens a lot, they may load the person up, but then they step out and their legs stay straight. Their legs aren't bent. They're not creating power with their legs, and they turn this gut wrench into like an arm gut wrench. If I try just to step out, arm gut, he's gonna step over the top. It's gonna be a match over. He's gonna pin me from there. So that's why it's ultra important that when you step out, you dig those heels in the mat, keep your legs bent, coiled, and you start driving. It's like you're pushing a sled, but on your back. And here, I'm gonna go right into another gut wrench. I didn't do it then, but now in 2021, you can do as many gut wrenches and many leg laces as possible. So don't just turn somebody and admire your turn. Have a killer instinct and go right back to your second turn, third turn, fourth turn. Protect the guy, dominate people.